from the shores of the Mississippi Delta. My dear friend Tucker Smallwood is a decorated combat veteran, an activist on veterans issues, an accomplished actor on stage, in film, and in television, and the author of a book of essays entitled Return to Eden. He once came to a meeting of the Los Angeles Breakfast Club to play some songs and share some stories. He's here tonight. And I've got to tell you, nothing brings me more joy than seeing a guitar in his hands. Well, that ain't winning the lottery, but mostly the thing about the guitar in his hands, especially because I know it means he's about to give us some of those sweet Delta blues. And while you plug in there, Tucker, you were telling me a great story about how in your travels, the enduring quality of this truly American music struck you. Could you share that?
Well, I have an eclectic musical background. My father was a college professor, and so I grew up hearing lots of classical music and operas. But I went to college for a couple of years in Munich, and when I got there, I brought two albums with me. One was Bob Dylan and one was Joan Baez. This is the early 60s. Folk music was coming into being. The Beatles were about to break in Europe in a few months. And I discovered that a good way to meet girls was to play a guitar and sing. So I became fond of folk music, and I continued to play it. I was a promising folk singer, and then one day after graduation, I was drafted. And I ended up as a military advisor in Vietnam. And one bad Sunday, I was very badly wounded. And one of my injuries was a paralyzed vocal cord. But the human body is a marvelously adaptive thing. And I learned to compensate. But I was clearly no longer ever going to be a Broadway baritone. But I discovered that I could assume a persona and sing some music that was very fundamental to my people. It was very uncomplicated, unsophisticated music, but it had a heart and an authenticity that spoke to me. And I had the good fortune to hear a man named Mississippi John Hurt play one day in Maryland. He was a lovely, sweet, very tall, slender man with long, long fingers. He could span 7 frets on the guitar. And he did something that was called pattern picking. And over the years in the 70s, I continued to follow music of Mississippi John and Charlie Patton and Robert Johnson and a lot of other wonderful bluesmen. But I have this mantra that gets me into character. And it's from another bluesman who I heard recording once. And he said, "My name is Fred McDowell. They call me Mississippi Fred McDowell, but my home's in Roseville, Tennessee. And I do not play no rock and roll, y'all. I play the straight natural blues."
Ladies and gentlemen, Tucker Smallwood.
Monday morning blues. Couldn't hardly find I couldn't hardly find my Monday morning shoe. Monday morning blues. Monday morning blues searched all through my bones. I've been laying yesterday. Tomorrow morning, tomorrow morning, gonna be my trying day. And I asked the judge, I asked the judge, said, what might be my fine? Get a pick and shovel. Get a pick and shovel, boy. Get a pick and shovel, let's go down to the mines. And that's the only time, Lord, that's the only time, that's the only time I ever felt like crying. I woke up this morning, this morning with the Monday morning blues. So that's pattern picking. Now, Robert Johnson, who is the legendary king of the Delta blues, and allegedly, or what's the word for it, apocryphally? No, that's not good. He is said to have sold his soul to the devil to play the blues, because he was a harmonica player and he went away for a summer. And when he came back, he was so good, people just decided you must have done something very, very special, because he could play every man on the stage. This is his edition of 12-bar blues, and I think I'm going to play for you. Oh, it's either Kind-Hearted Woman or Queen of Spades. Every time she makes a spread, boy, ooh, cold chill just runs all over me. Baby says I am the king, fair brown and you is a queen. Ooh, baby says I am the king, fair brown and you is a queen. Yes, we put our heads together, well, babe, and we can make all of the money green. Everybody says you got a mojo, baby, you messed up.